What else is free is our problem of the day. Let's take a look at that and see what we can do with it. Leanna has, boy, this is a long one, isn't it, friends? Leanna has 2 rectangular flower beds with equal perimeters. Ding, ding, important moment right there. One has a length of 4x and a width of 8. The other one has a length and width of 3x. So we're going to find the perimeter of each. That is a lot of words, isn't it? But that's okay. We're going to break it down. We're going to take it real nice and easy and slow here. First thing, we are all about the perimeters. Everybody know what perimeter is? Those of you who don't, here's a quick lesson. Basically, it's the distance around these flower beds. They're rectangular, so they look like boxes of some sort. Some may be rectangular, but you know what? There's something going on with that second one. We'll look at it in just a second, all right? Now, one has a length of 4x and a width of 8. So if we're putting a perimeter together, that means we got to have 4 sides. So remember, there's 2 that have 4x, and there's 2 that have the width of 8. So all of those come together to make a perimeter. We'll look at that in just a second, all right? The second one says, oh, the length and the width are both 3x. Now, in your mind, you're going like, well, Ernie, that's a square. And you know what? A square is a rectangle, so it fits the problem quite well. But if you're going like, oh, yeah, that's true. So all 4 sides this time will be 3x. Since the length and the width, hey, opposite sides have to have the same length and width that in a parallelogram, in a rectangle, and in a square. All of those come from the same family, same properties there. So keep that in mind. Now we will go and, you say, we don't know the perimeters. We're going to be able to find them, because once we figure out x, we're home free. Well, we are. We really are. We really are. Yeah. So let's take a look at this. Let's look at, first of all, we've got one that I mentioned a little bit earlier and said we've got 4x. And we've got, that's, my friends, that's a length and a width. But you know, there are 2 lengths and 2 widths. So we need to be sure we put in, 4x plus 8 a second time. So that's describing our first little rectangular flower bed. So Leanna, you've got this unknown, but there's 2 of them. And you've got this known, there's 2 8s. You're going to put them all together. Now on the other side of the fence, we have 3x all over the place. We got 3x plus 3x plus 3x plus 3x because all 4 sides have a 3x. So let's just go ahead and say we're going to say 4 times that 3x here in just a second, and we'll make that work for us also. Everybody good so far? Nod your head out there. Yes, you are. So let's see what we have going. I see 4 times 3. I believe it's going to give us 12x. That part was pretty easy. On the other side, I got a little bit of things to put together here. We got a 4x and a 4x, which gives us 8x. We got an 8 and an 8, which gives us, how about it? Y'all out there ready for me? 16. Get your x's together. Like on your mark, get set. Let's get your x's together. And we're going to put a minus 8x and a minus 8x to both sides. Now you say, well, Ernie, why don't you move the 12x? A lot of times we do that. But you know what? There's no number left over here. I mean, I have a 0, but it's a little bit extra time. Let's put the x's together like we can do so quickly and see where it takes us. Well, it gives me a 16 on the left, and on the right-hand side, I'm seeing 4x. Everybody with me? This is going to be a pretty easy problem now, isn't it? We're going to say 4 times some number gives us 16. How do we figure that out? Well, we go to division, and we're going to divide by 4. On both sides, and we have, wow, we got it, you got it, I've got it, we all got it. X is actually equal to 4. Seems like 4 got in this problem an awful lot, didn't it? All over the place. Now, do we have the problem solved? Well, pretty much. We've got a big chunk of it done, all right? We are looking for the perimeters. Now, I could have asked you for the length and the width of each. Instead, we've asked for the perimeters. Now, think about it, my friends. What did we know about the perimeters at the very beginning? They have equal measure. They have equal perimeters. So you know what? That means we should be able, when we put the 4 in here, we should be able to get the same number of units. In this case, I think we are talking, we didn't really put it in there, did we? Whether inches, feet, or yards, or whatever. It could be major. It could be, not miles. No, you know that. So let's see where we're going to go with this. We're going to pick it up, and we're going to say 4 times 4 plus 8 plus 4 times 4 plus 8, and we're going to let that be equal to 4 times 3 times 4. So in other words, we should be able to pick up the same amount on both there. And for some of you, that probably just ran off your page, off your TV screen. Let's see what happens here. 4 times 4, that gives me 16. I've got 8. I've got 16 plus 8. Over here, I've got 4 times 12. My hope is that we're going to get the same number. We have to get the same number if we've done it right. And it should be, looks like 4 times 12, which is 48. Now the question is all this good stuff going to add up to give us 48? I believe it is. That's going to give me 24. This is going to give me 24. Put it together. We are at 48. And you know what? Checks out. X is not the answer on this one. The perimeter, however, is what we're looking at. They are 48 each. And that's your problem of the day worked out for you there pretty quickly. You can draw some pictures along with that, all right? But the way we did it, we got you going with just a good old just set up algebra. And just remember, you have to put all 4 sides together for a perimeter. Here you got all 4 sides together. In this case, they just happen to all add up to be equal to each other. So I hope you enjoyed it. Mark, good job on Facebook on that one today, all right?